scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now Pollard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ezekiel Elliott.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
On second and 12, Brees. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on third down, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down, New Orleans.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On second and 12, Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Breeze. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now Pollard. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They start on the ground with Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Number 21.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's second and 5 now from the 22.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
A gain of a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check 26. Go to 54.
On the carry, it's Olawale. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Score Saints 8, Cowboys nothing.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They keep it on the ground. It's Olawale again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
By the Saints.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The give to Kamara running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackled at the 25.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now Brees will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
55, my God, 55. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike.
Now Brees. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16 to nothing.
Cowboys nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
It's called taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm going one for the sake, going till there's nothing left. And I'm going to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, now they play my ride. Lost my dogs, they by my side. And we gon' ride till we die.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Let's pick it up. Let's go 46. Get off the field. Let's get off the field. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. So that'll back them up 5. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott now keeps himself upright and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right? That's
you
not
get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Kamara running on first down but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
The Cowboys take over.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interception.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Alvin Kamara, the
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Switch.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Throws left side, and he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game.
14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something. I'm first.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's third down.
Third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Breeze now to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was brought
The
down.
Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
57, Mike, 57. You can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch under. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
A give. This is Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
A gain of.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The handoff.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check 15, check 15. Set. Slam. Hey, easy.
Kamara trying to right side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
No. You're good. Right forward, ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Saints.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Breeze took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Breeze to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
57's the mark. Mark 57. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 57.
Now, Breeze again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
There defensively.
Carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Hand off to Alvin Kamara.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Cowboys 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing. Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 56. What we got?
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Cowboys 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Blake.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go now with Will Wally. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Hey, come on,
Breeze is looking to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Switch. Hatchet. Easy, opposite.
To throw is Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.